Hello, my marvellous sausages. The final shape is finally here. It's going to arrive at Reset tomorrow, and with it, it's going to bring so much stuff. It's unbelievable. But I thought in my Reset video this week, I'm releasing it a day early because this week I'm going to be live streaming every day the final shape campaign. I'll also be releasing videos every day as well to cover all the various bits and bobs that are going to be coming out. But as well as the final shape campaign, we've got the new episodes starting. Now these are replacing the seasons, and the first one we got is Echoes, and Echoes is going to be split into 3 acts. So this is going to be interesting to see how this works, hoping it's going to be a bit more than just, another season under a different name really. So each episode will contain new story and rewards. It'll include a new exotic mission, an exotic weapon and armor, and then within the 3 acts, with a new act releasing every 6 weeks, we're going to get new stories, quests, activities, weapons, artifact mods, pass ranks and rewards. So it's going to build and build and build throughout the 3 acts of the episode. And as you can see, each episode is going to be 18 weeks, and there's 3 of them, which covers the space and entirety of the whole year. So this time, 2025, will be at the end of the road for the first set of episodes, and that's launching exactly the same time as the final shape. So we're going to have loads and loads that we need to have a look at. So as you know, the campaign's going to have a legendary mode as well with upgraded rewards. The legendary mode will get you ready for the raid if that's something that you're going to be doing on the Friday, because of the level of rewards that's going to be coming from it. So that's well worth running in legendary mode if Friday is your aim to jump into the raid. The destination, the Pale Heart. This is a new kind of thing for Destiny, because normally when you pile into a destination you see loads of other Guardians running around, but by default the Pale Heart will be a single player experience. So what that means is that you're going to load in on your own and be able to go and do all the bits and bobs on your own. It doesn't mean, however, that you can't jump in with a fire team as well. If you've got a pre-made fire team, you can jump into that. Plus, some of the activities that are featured on the Pale Heart will also have their own node, kind of like the Blind Welders, so you can jump in and it'll matchmake you with other Guardians, so you can go and do that specific activity. Don't forget, we got a new race called the Dread. Can't wait to tussle with them. And there's 4 new units, or rather, what's that? 6 new units, rather. We got the Grim, which are the flying gits. We got the Husk. We got the Omen and the Attendant. And then we got the Harbinger and the Weaver. They appear in pairs, it seems. So I can't wait to see how much of a massive pain they are in the killing stakes, yes. Now, one of the most important things we're going to keep on referring back to here is the new artifact. Look, it's called the Hunter's Journal, which I really do like the look of. Is it Cade's Notes? Who knows? Anyway, so let's have a little look at what we've got coming in the way of new perks, so you can start having a bit of a think about what you're going to start using. So we've still got our old anti-champion mods that we've got popping in here. So we're going to have an anti-barrier pulse rifle. You're going to have unstoppable sidearms, unstoppable scout rifles, overload hand cannons, and anti-barrier submachine guns. Now in the second column we've got the augments to the standard traits, so the origin perks that we got on the new weapons that we got coming. So we've got something called Radioloria Transposer. What this does is that it increases damage to Vex, but this logic reductor extends the duration of the Radioloria pools created by the Radioloria Transposers. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. Next we got the overcharged armory, so weapons with the dealer's choice, Radioloria Transposer, collective purpose and sundering origin traits are always overcharged weapons for when that modifier is active. Very, very interesting. So keep an eye on those and see which ones you're going to be using as your favourites. Authorized mod, Elemental Charge. The energy cost of Elemental Charge mods are significantly discounted. Intriguing. It's difficult to know exactly how this is going to work within the framework, but it's good to know what we got coming. Saint's Inspiration. Rounds loaded by the Cast No Shadows origin perk can overflow the magazine. That's quite nice. And then bottom of column 2 we got Winning Hand. So while using the Dealer's Choice origin trait, combatant precision final blows or rapidly defeating combatants causes the target to explode, dealing solar damage. And then having several equipped weapons with the Dealer's Choice origin trait increases the effect of the explosion. Oh, that's cool. I wonder how many of those you could run. Right, up to column 3 we've got Elemental Sci Siphon, so rapid final blows with kinetic weapons, or a weapon matching your equipped super. Create an elemental pickup that matches your equipped super. Nice. We've got overload swords as well, which is quite nice. We've got something called Creeping Chill, so stasis weapon final blows against slowed or frozen targets release a burst that slows. Nice. Press the advantage. Bring a combatant's shields grants increased weapon stability, handling, and reload speed, and swords gain increased guard resistance. And then finally, we've got Threaded Blast. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger and more damaging explosion. That sounds interesting for the strand builds there. Remember as well, because of prismatic, you're going to be balancing out light forces and dark forces. So that's arc, solar, and void. And then you've got strand and stasis on the other side. And then you've got your transcendent bars building up. So you administer damage with light and you administer damage with dark. That builds up the bars at both sides until they both meet in the middle, when you can use something groovy then. So what you're going to have to be doing now, if you're using the prismatic subclass, is to make sure you're doing a balanced amount of damage with light and dark, rather than using all light subclasses or all dark subclasses, because if you do that, you're not going to be able to take advantage of the prismatic subclass. But I'm going to be doing a video on that when prismatic comes out to see how it works, and I'm going to explain it for you all in my rather simplistic way, yes. Right, column 4, we've got counter energy. When you are a member of your fire team stuns a champion, you gain energy for your least charged ability. Fair enough. Blade stamina, rapidly defeating combatants with swords refunds some ammo. That's nice. Void hegemony, while you have a void or prismatic subclass equipped, defeating weakened targets provides a small void overshield. Radiant orbs, while you have a solar or prismatic subclass equipped, picking up an orb of power makes you radiant. Finally, galvanic armor, while you have an arc or prismatic subclass equipped, incoming damage from combatants is reduced while amplified. And then for the more juicier ones in column 5, maybe, we've got prismatic transfer. When you cast your super, each member of your fire team with a super type different than yours gains a bonus to weapon damage. Argent Blade, while you have armor charge, dealing damage with the sword consumes an armor charge and empowers the sword for a short time, granting it bonus damage, an energy charge re-rate, and an energy charge rate. Basically, it's Argent Ordnance for the rocket launchers, but it's for swords. That's good. Expanding Abyss, void sources deal increased damage to weakened targets. Shield Crush, while you have Woven Mail, Frost Armor, that's the new kind of armor coming with stasis, or a Void Overshield, your melee recharges faster and deals increased damage. And while you have Amplified or Radiant, your grenade recharges faster and deals increased damage. And then the last one we've got is Transference, gain increased grenade and melee damage while Transcendent. Transcendent is what I was telling you about, where you build up a bar that meets in the middle by damaging things with either a light or a dark subclass, but it does have to be both. Weapon final blows while Transcendent, refund light and dark energy after Transcendence ends. There we go. So that's quite good. That's a good way to keep your Transcendence going quite a lot, I'd imagine. So there we go. There's a breakdown of the artifact. And just so you know, looking at the new power caps we've got, so the power floor now will be 1,900. The soft cap will be 1,940. And then the powerful cap will be 990. So that's where all your powerful drops will come in at. But then the pinnacle cap on the hard cap, which you can't go any higher with weapon drops, will be 2,000. And of course the artifact will give you bonus power levels as well. That hasn't changed at all. Right, so Bungie have told us all the information, what's happening with our normal ritual reset, so let's get on with all that weekly info. So the first raid rotator of Final Shape will be the Last Wish. And the loot pool for the Last Wish, we've got the age-old Bond high impact frame auto rifle, that's void. The Chattering Bone Pulse, might be worth keeping an eye on this one because of the pulse boost. That's kinetic, and it's a lightweight frame. The Nation of Beasts hand cannon adaptive frame, and that's arc. The Transfiguration Scout Rifle, that's kinetic again, and that's high impact frame. The Tyranny of Heaven combat bow, lightweight frame, kinetic. The Supremacy Sniper Rifle, rapid fire frame, and that's kinetic. The Techian Force Fusion Rifle, arc adaptive frame. And the pick of the bunch for me, the Apex Predator rocket launcher, adaptive frame, solar. Try and get it with bait and switch. And finally, the exotic, of course, is the 1,000 Voices Fusion fusion rifle. That's a solar baby. The pinnacle dungeon this week is the duality dungeon. Now for the loot pool, we're going to look at the weapons you can get from each encounter. So the first encounter, you can get this, the lingering dread grenade launcher, and the Epicurean fusion rifle. Nice. In the second encounter, you can earn this, the unforgiven submachine gun, or the storm chaser linear fusion. And for the final battle against Keitel, you can get the new purpose pulse rifle, the fixed odds submachine gun, and the exotic is the hearth shadow sword. Reminds me of a big poker. And the armor set is called the Deep Explorer vestment. Here's my warlock sporting the strange looking little number. And the exotic mission this week is Operation Seraph's Shield. So that means that the exotic weapon is this baby, the Revision 0. And the weapon loot pool includes this, the Disparity pulse rifle, the Fire and Forget linear fusion, the Tripwire Canary combat bow, the Path of Least Resistance trace rifle, the Judgment of Kelgarath glaive, the Retrofit Escapade machine gun. The Ikelos set is in this as well, so that's the hand cannon, the Arc SMG, that's great, that is, the Ikelos sniper, and finally the Ikelos shotty. And the armor is the Warmind's avatar. There we are, that's quite a nice looking set there as well. Now, the Dares of Eternity loot pool this week, I believe will be rotation number 3, but they've reset the raid rotation, so they may reset this as well. So I'm taking a punt and saying it's going to be this baby's set of weapons. The Ignition Code grenade launcher, kinetic lightweight frame, the Grid Skipper pulse rifle, void rapid fire frame, the Sojourner's Tail shotgun, solar pinpoint slug frame. The Shattered Cipher machine gun, void rapid fire frame, the Long Shadow sniper rifle, kinetic adaptive frame, the Last Dance sidearm, arc Omelon adaptive frame. You've guessed it, it's a cuddly toy! The Wishbringer shotgun, solar rapid fire frame, the Toil and Trouble shotgun, kinetic aggressive frame, the main ingredient fusion rifle, arc precision frame, the Farewell sidearm, that's kinetic lightweight frame, an absolutely top-notch Darth Vader mug from Disney World circa 93, the Chroma Rush kinetic auto rifle rapid fire frame. And the armor this week, of course we have the Scatterhorn set, but we also have the Lightkin set. So don't forget, I'm going to be live streaming their campaign from Reset tomorrow. That's both going to be here on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Here's my Twitch address, doodah. But please pop on over, give us a like, give us a follow. This really has been one long build-up, and because it's the culmination of Destiny 2, we know there's more stuff to come, but I don't know, there's something extra special about this for me and the channel. We've had a lovely community here, and I do hope you continue to watch, continue to follow, and continue to watch all my rubbish. So please, come and join me lovely community, for tomorrow evening's campaign beginning larks. I absolutely can't wait. I really, really hope you can make it. Right then, I'm going to go and look at a blank Destiny screen now for 25 hours, and I shall see you tomorrow for the big day. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I shall see you very soon. Sausage hurt.